Hello, Los Angeles. I'm here right now with one of the greatest guy in the Philippine punk scene, like 12 years ago. No, I'm just kidding. Alvin Santa Cruz. So, Alvin, you've been here to LA how many years now?
It's probably around 13 years.
Wow.
13 years since '99.
So, why did you hate Philippines and move here? What made you hate Philippines so bad that you decided to stay here for good?
No,
I'm kidding.
My family moved here back in '97. I just moved with them like '99. So of course, like for family reasons, I had to move out here.
Yeah.
I actually miss the Philippines because like the scene is so big right now, and I'm so proud of what things have happened like from that time to up to now. Like I really envy like the scene right there because like the scene is so big. They got merchandises and you know, like DIY ethics of, you know, punk and hardcore, and like, you know, it's amazing of what the scene has come through after all these years.
So how does it feel that when you were a kid or in your teens that you were listening to these bands, and then you're like, you know, reading flyers and fanzines and collecting tapes, and now you're here that you have an easy access to all of those stuff, like, you know, how does it feel right now?
Well, it feels really good, like especially, you know, like I have easier access to these bands that, like, you know, that we listen to back in the Philippines. It's amazing. You get to meet them, you get to talk to them. They're awesome people. Like these bands like Madball, Agnostic Front, these are like easygoing guys.
Follow-up question, what is the best band that you saw here in LA or in America?
Oh, wow.
What is the number one? Just give me one.
Sick of It All.
Sick of It All?
It's gotta be Sick of It All. And actually, like, that's the only tattoo that I have.
Right, Sick of It All?
Oh, Sick of It All. That's the only tattoo.
Well, when was this?
Oh, wow. Like, I saw Sick of It All, like, probably 2001 here in LA. And, like, it's the best show ever.
And it changed your life?
It changed my life the first time I heard them, like, probably around 94, 95. But they've been going on like for so many years. I think like they even had a 30-year anniversary show, and they're still playing the same songs that they were playing then. It was amazing.
That's awesome.
Back in the Philippines, as a third world country, like 13 or 14 years ago, there's no internet, there's no YouTube, there's no blogs. Like these kids, then they're old now. Like the Crossblood distribution, Mot Matibag, Rapist Bravo, Noel Francia, they put up this distribution, Crossblood distribution. Basically, they pitch in money, like so they can get CDs. They do fanzines. They trade with different bands from out here. And then when the CDs or the tapes get back to the Philippines, we put them all together, put a compilation tape, and then like they sell it like for 50 pesos, which is like $1 here. But anyway, like that's how the scene started. Like when I met these guys, like I was into like pop rock, I was into grunge, you know, those times. But like as soon as like I met these guys, they're so down to earth, and they were sharing the music with us. And then like we got into punk rock, our friends got into punk rock, and like it just one thing after the other. And like from shows like with only 20 people showing up. I remember like back in the 90s, 20-30 people showing up. Like I came back in 2010, it was amazing. There's like 300-400 kids in one show. It's overwhelming, and I'm glad that this is happening, because like, you know, like you are trying to share this type of music and type of ideology to a broader wide of people. And like, you know, like we as like, you know, punk rockers and hardcore people, like what we hated about outside is like the pop scene, and like how all the bullshit is like on the media and the music business. So like we try to make our own scene and make it our own. So it's pretty amazing how things have happened after all these years, especially now everybody has access to the internet, YouTube, and all that stuff. like the music is getting bigger in the Philippines. Like it's amazing, you know, like this type of, you know, post-hardcore bands, emo bands, metal bands, metal hardcore bands, straight edge bands, vegans. There's like vegans. There's like Krishna core bands. It's amazing. Like it's everywhere in the Philippines. And like, you know, I'm very proud of what's happening right now in the music scene.
How does it feel that, you know, you've been part of that era, then, you know, how it started?
Well, I wouldn't say like I would be like when it started, because I just jumped into it, like, you know, when they were trying to put in all these information out there, like these kids, these punk rock kids and hardcore kids. But like being like, you know, in the mid-90s and that scene, it's, you know, I'm pretty proud of like what everyone has accomplished. You know, like it never died. As you know, people said like hardcore never dies. It still lives.